And we have to do business. It's always brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. And on AMBase this morning, hotels across Ghana are reopening with new safety protocols amidst the coronavirus pandemic. Already, COVID-19 has wreaked havoc to the struggling hospitality sector in Ghana, with over $2 billion estimated to have been lost so far. Josiah visited two major hotels, Labadi Beach Hotel, as well as the Kempinski Gold Coast City, to experience the extent to which safety protocols have been stepped up, all to protect customers.
The lockdown restrictions have eased, and already the devastated hospitality sector is open for business.
This is the Labadi Beach Hotel. When you're checking in, remember that things have changed this time now that the COVID-19 has struck. Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you.
So he's a valet, and the first thing that he prompts me to do is to use the hand sanitizer. This is a must, especially when COVID-19 is very much keen in these uncertain times. You'd have to sanitize your hands first before you can access any services. So he opens the door to limit human transmission and even human contact in that way. Let's now get into the lobby now, where the first thing that greets you is the electronic notice board, which of course isn't about the services but about COVID-19 safety tips. This is how serious Labadi Beach Hotel is taking the COVID-19 protocols. You'd have to wear a mask. It is a must here at this hotel. When you walk into the reception to check in, the very second thing you'd have to do is to sanitize your hands once again. They're leaving nothing to chance. But one interesting thing is the footnotes on the ground. These are social distancing protocols that they're observing here at the hotel for the safety of clients and that of receptionists. You can see the receptionist there. If you'd have to attend, she'd have to attend to you. You'd have to ensure that you observe the social distancing by at least stepping onto this particular footnote. If you step here, you're required to check in, and these are specialized pens that you would use in checking in. These are sanitized pens that the hotel has come up with. You could see the label there. Please use a sanitized pen here. Each and every minute after a client uses this pen, you'd have to pick it up, you use the pen, then you drop it into the bin. Here, it gets sanitized once again for reuse. But one particular thing too is that when you've checked in, you've entered into your room and you're checking out, you drop the keys here, it gets sanitized once again. All these in place to ensure the safety of not just clients, but of course, workers here.
Cleanliness is keen here. Desktops, doorknobs, and all other surfaces are sanitized every 15 minutes.
We clean every 10 minutes, especially anytime a guest comes and goes, we clean.
With social distancing protocols in place, Labadi Beach Hotel is cutting down on its sitting numbers.
As you can see, we've created arrangements in such a way that we observe the social distancing. And previously it wasn't like this, but now because of the COVID-19, we have to ensure that all the protocols are respected. And so social distancing 1 meter apart is very critical. We have even made it more than 1 meter apart so that we don't have any issues at all. This is a lounge bar, and so of course it's meant for relaxation.
So here in this restaurant, you could see that it's very much different from as you visited previously. At this particular place, previously it had a 75 capacity table seating. But as you could see now, it's reduced drastically to just 30 tables in sitting. This is also part of the precautionary measures they're taking here to ensure social distancing. No jokes, no excuses. They have to do this even if it means cutting down or having an impact on their profit margins.
Well, Labadi Beach being the institution that it is, health and safety is everything to us.
Renee Vincent Ernst is managing director for Labadi Beach Hotel. He tells me much investment has been lost, but they still have no choice than to keep investing in safety protocols.
It's been devastating. This year has been a terrible year where we were expecting so much. But we still managed to reach some compromising with the staff and so forth in the way of reductions in pay. So we haven't had to lay anybody off, which we're very, very proud and happy about. But yes, it has been devastating indeed. The new social distancing obviously goes synonymous with less cover space and so forth. But that's just something we need to work with. It's a new day, it's a new dawn. We are going to look at the glass as being half full rather than half empty. We're ready to welcome people back, even though it's with social distancing and so forth. And by having all the measures in place which we've mentioned, also in our conference and banqueting facilities, again with the social distancing, we're ready to accept guests and to welcome them back and to this new way of hotel keeping.
Added on items that we've added to our amenities, we have the face masks. We give it out to the guests for free. Then we have the sachet sanitizer in addition. Then we have our nano spray. After cleaning up the room, we spray we use the steam to disinfect the whole room just to welcome our guests so that he walks in safely.
The Labadi Beach Hotel is home to millions of revelers. The coronavirus pandemic has ripped off this once vibrant place of relaxation. Revered as one of Ghana's luxurious hotels, Kempinski Gold Coast City is open for business.
So at the Kempinski Hotel, this is one of the largest hotels in Accra, and safety protocols are also very tightened here. When you walk in here, you wouldn't find the valet meeting you face to face. You rather find a notice indicating that no face mask, no entry. If you don't have your face mask on, you cannot enter. But before I go, there's some protocols I'd have to observe. It's going to take my temperature, after which I use the hand sanitizer before entering inside. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. So that's about it with Kempinski. Nothing much of human interaction here to help deal with issues of social distancing. We get to find out what they have inside, how prepared they are amid COVID-19 as they reopen to the general public. Okay. All right, so this is the front desk of Kempinski Gold Coast City. We're going to be moving in there to at least check it, to get to know how the process exactly is. You could see this is one of the clients there. He's just been served. It's now my turn, but just be reminded of this particular signage here. Social distancing is very keen for them. So you could see the various barricades that have been mounted here to ensure that. So who's going to be serving me this morning? Thank you very much. Good afternoon. So this is my card. What do I need to do first before?
Your ID, you show it to me first.
I show the ID to you first. Okay. And I have to sanitize my hands, I see. So you're going to help me with that?
Sure. Please give me the hand and I press it for you.
That's perfect. All right, interesting there. So I now have my access to the room that I will be checking in. It's very important for me to get to know what exactly is in this room in terms of the special preparations and operations there amid COVID-19. It's quite an interesting scene here. You could see this is the gallery bar of Kempinski. It's kind of currently out of service, and it's not very much of a serious issue, unusual matter. We do know that currently there is a ban on the operations of bars across the country.
I'm here to experience the new safety protocol put in place by managers. The knobs of these elevators are sanitized before and after a client gets on.
So I see it's a maximum of 2 people in this lift. Social distancing protocol. 1-5.
As I made it to my room, I noticed something different. My doorknob has been disinfected even before I settle in.
I'm going to be at, and you can see already disinfection going on. Hope you're fine. Yes. Thank you. So I think one interesting stuff that I see on the doorknob is the no service required, do not enter. What it means is that no one is going to enter inside there while I'm in. Room service is out of the deal unless maybe I could request for it. And even if it's done, it's going to be left at the doorknob. So I just get to see what's inside there. I think, could you help me? Could you help me? All right, so let's get inside to see the changes to the room in these COVID-19 times. This is the room that you're going to be seeing for yourself. It's quite interesting. What do I have to see here? What do we have here? It's oh, so that's a nose mask, a face mask as well that I'll be using while I'm here. Maybe I could take this one off and see. It's very interesting how most of these hotels, especially Kempinski, has evolved over matters of COVID-19 just to ensure the safety of their customers. It's very interesting how everything has been put in a very lovely package. I think there's a hand sanitizer that I could use, but before that I have to use it on my hands before I dispose of the, nose mask that I had on.
Highly cautious of the safety of clients, room services have been cancelled. It's safety first. After checking out, the rooms are sanitized and left for 72 hours. That's 3 days before the next check-in. Ghana's hospitality sector has been devastated by the scourge of the coronavirus. Millions of cedis have been lost, but hoteliers are braving up for the opportunities ahead. Namesh Nambia is the general manager for the Kempinski Gold Coast City.
Sanitizers, disinfectants, masks, these are the new normals. So these have all played very strongly on to the bottom line of most of the businesses. And yes, it is true that it has become more expensive. The profitability has reduced drastically, but that is the cost of doing business and staying in business today.
Finally, we are, as you said, not in certain times. These are uncertain times. What's going to be the strategy of Kempinski moving forward? Because, I mean, the plans you had, let's say, a few months ago cannot be the same plans you execute now and, moving on. So what's going to be the strategy moving forward?
So, well, very rightly said, COVID has created a lot of uncertainty in the market, and I think the most important thing at this point is to try and make some sense of this uncertainty and try and take decisions that are friendly and helpful to businesses. The first step obviously is for the international borders to open up whenever they would, and that would determine how many people still come in. And once people come in, the protocol that is defined to make sure that they are safe and they're not carriers will also define how many people come and actually stay into the hotel.
Even as hotels and restaurants open for business, the sector still needs to heal from the deep wounds of the coronavirus.
We have seen firsthand the extent to which COVID-19 has had a grave impact on the hospitality sector. We have visited so many hotels in Ghana, and we have assessed the level of security and safety protocol that they are adhering to as they reopen for business in the wake of COVID-19. It's very interesting to note that even though so many people out there, yourself, myself, could be concerned about our health, major hotels like that of Kempinski are very much confident that with the strict safety protocols and social distancing measures they have in place, safety of clients and that of even their own workers is top-notch. Of course, they're telling us that it's not just about profits, it's also about the health of customers and how far COVID-19 could not disrupt business operations in the short to medium term. I'm Charles Aite for Joy Business.